I'm Vic Myers. Welcome to The Resistance. So we're coming up on the end of the fiscal year. That means another Washington showdown over whether or not to shut down the government. In normal times, well, a shutdown's a bad thing. But in these times, I reckon if ever a government needed to be shut down, it's this one. It won't be like other shutdowns. In the past, shutdowns meant that government stopped working. But this government isn't working anyway. Just look around. Our national parks are collapsing. Their staff has been gutted, the services slashed, rangers cleaning bathrooms instead of protecting wildlife. And meanwhile, our farmers are going bankrupt every day, crushed by this government's tariffs and by contracts this government refused to honor. Hungry kids are brushed aside. The nation's health is treated like an afterthought, with the CDC gutted and vaccines on the chopping block. When there's a natural disaster, the victims are ignored. Today, governors wait over a month on average just to get a yes for federal aid, a timeline that used to be 2 weeks. Inflation is climbing, jobs are shrinking, unemployment is rising, and constitutional violations are piling up. Our foreign policy is absent of any actual policy, just moods and reactions. The Middle East is crumbling like a sandcastle at high tide. Bibi has now launched missiles into 4 different countries, not counting the devastation in Gaza. And OPEC just announced it's going to boost production every month for the next year, while American oil companies announce massive layoffs. It's not drill, baby, drill. It's OPEC owning America. And while this government capitulates to Putin, it's telling us that it's standing up to China. But the fact is, China is owning America too. This government's tariff war crippled our farmers, and by killing clean energy here, this government didn't just hand China an industry. It handed them the green energy economy that could have been ours. The jobs, the technology, the leadership. It gave China an advantage that will echo for generations. 20, 30, 50 years from now, we'll still be paying the price. It doesn't stop there either. This government's attacks on American universities are tearing down the very institutions that drew the world's best minds here for generations. We used to be the place people came to learn and to build. But now this government is trying to dismantle higher learning. And who's running this wreck? I'll tell you who. The most unqualified cabinet in American history. Fox News cast-offs, college interns, and donor relatives. It's a government run by executive order with critical decisions made on whispers and loyalty pledges and absent the work of Congress. This is not a government that meets a definition of a constitutional republic. And while this government fails at its most basic duties, it has no problem flexing its muscle where it doesn't belong. This government has sent the National Guard into American cities, not to help, but to intimidate. When this government's defenders try to scare you, they'll say that shutting it down would leave us less safe, that law enforcement won't be able to do its job. But that's a straw man, because this government has already repurposed the FBI and the DEA, folding them into ICE. They're not focused on real bad guys and organized crime. They're chasing anybody with brown skin. So face it, shutting down this government isn't the same as shutting down a real one, because it's not functioning as a government, as an American government. It's functioning as a Ponzi scheme for Donald Trump. It's functioning as a shield for those tied to Epstein Island. It's not protecting the people. It's protecting and enriching the powerful. Shutting down this government isn't a bad thing. It's the right thing. Thanks for listening. Good day.